Hey everybody, inside the red, and welcome back to the Miskatonic. Right then, last we left off, we had just finished, I believe we finished the tour, and arrived at, I literally just forgot her name, damn it. Her room, her room. Yeah, there we go. It's a bed. It's a bed and three walls and a door. There's a wall around the door, that counts as the fourth one. Technically. I don't know what I'm saying, never mind. This is your room, a little tight, but the lunch ladies bring us security guys breakfast every day. I'll get you settled, then you can explore your patrol route until Bob gives you your first assignment. Why is my mouse doing weird things? Fuck. It's perfect. Thanks, Johnny. Well, the cursor's gone all normal. That's annoying. Oh, Charlotte. Right, okay. Okay, I better go familiarize myself with my patrol route. It's doing it again. Oh. Hello again, it's time for a quick tutorial, Okay. You're about to enter what's called Patrol Mode, wherein you're allowed to freely investigate the occult science building. Use your mouse to click characters to initiate conversations or doorways to move to other places in the building. Charlotte's patrol will always start here outside a room, and if you want to save the game, hit the little cog in the bottom right of the screen. Give it a try. I already did that earlier. And don't forget to visit me at the Corporium, Staff dormitories. Please report all breakages, spillages, corpses, interdimensional tears, and unattended viscera to a member of janitorial staff. They are appropriately trained in sanitation, body disposal, quantum physics, and mild voodoo. Oh, good to know. Hi. Why do you just... Why? Hello, Spooky. How's your feet? Why the fascination on my feet, Annie? Surely the juiciest stuff for cannibals is like the brain or whatever. Oh, no. Can't eat brains, my lovey. Eating brains gives you the shiggles. I think I know what she's talking about. There is actually, consuming the brain of someone with a particular infection or disease can cause you to have like, I don't remember all the specific, symptoms, but one of them was like shakes. But again, it's not just eating the brain, it's eating the brain of someone, I think it was eating the brain of someone who has a particular disease. And that transmits and so on and so forth. Give the shiggles, okay. Shiggles? What's the shiggles? Shits and giggles. An English disease. Makes you shiver and laugh uncontrollably while you lose control of your body. And you die. I had a friend who had it back home. Significantly less hilarious than it sounds. That sucks, man. Yup. And now I'm all inconsolable. The only way to cheer me up is to give me body your giant bone. Damn it, Annie. You almost had me feel like you weren't a complete ass. I wouldn't need the complete arse, just half a cheek at most. Okay, that was pretty clever. I'm here all week. Hanging above your door like a fucking freak. I mean, really, why? I think that are braid moves, too. Who are you? Nico Day. Day? I don't know. Interesting fox collar. You're the new security guard, right? I'm Nico Day, archivist of the occult science building. Feel free to tell me about your deepest and darkest. Okay. I left school when I was 9 to become a witch, and quietly hope that schools don't teach people anything important past that. They don't. Interesting. And they do, by the way, quite a bit. Depends on your definition of useful. Oh. Well. Shit. Don't listen to him. If you can count and spell, everything else is optional. Roger Cavendish, Chief Medical Officer. You also have tentacles. And yes, I did notice that he has a mouth in his throat, but I mean tentacles. And what does that tell you? You can do more than count and spell, right, Doctor? Well, a few things. Bringing people back from the brink of a terrible Baphometic death, creating vaccines for supernatural diseases. Diseases. Have you ever seen a prosthetic tentacle? Don't get him started on this damn prosthetic tentacle. Any more little nuggets of secrecy, Charlotte? Okay, here's a fine one. People think that I cock my hips all the time because it's a shove nigger witch coven thing, when really it's because I'm secretly proud of my butt. It's a good butt. This game has a fixation on her ass, and I can't quite complain about that. The rest of me sucks, but it's a damn good butt. Just her popping in. I don't even have to see what she says yet. It's just the fact that she's like, hey, what's up? And why are you on the ceiling, damn it? On behalf of all cannibals, thank you for sharing with the world. You're welcome. Fixed her with quite the stare there. Oh, cool. We're on a little couch. Cute. So I'm subbing a class for one of the astronomy guys, right? And I'm substituting. And substituting means it's time to watch a documentary in the lecture hall. And everyone's watching this thing, and it's like the closest star to our solar system is about 4.5 light years away, and you thought you felt lonely. And I'm like, why would you assume that? Why assume that about literally every person who watches this thing? I grew up in a coven surrounded by spell-slinging psycho bitches, and I work at a university. I salivated at the concept of loneliness. You're so cute. The way she was just sitting there all curled, just kind of with her legs folded up, just looking at her, just, it's adorable. I wonder if they say that in nature documentaries too, trying to make weird animals relatable. Yeah, and you thought you sprayed pungent urine at attacking predators. And you thought you had a projectile tongue that was sticky at the end to catch cute bugs. And you thought you had a four-headed penis. Oh, God. What the F is a four-headed penis? Are you kidding us? Echidnas, yeah. Maybe girl echidnas are under the whole alleged horror kink. Guy echidnas gotta step their game up and turn their penis into horrific nightmares. I like that theory. I have no argument for this. No. What the fuck? Anarchist Silverstein. Ah, it's a new security. Anarchist Silverstein, Alien Theology. Okay then. That explains the appendages. Caleb Wakenshaw, pun enthusiast. Oh no. Charlotte Lestrange, badass witch cop. So what happened to the last security guy? Are they on sick retirement adventures? Last I heard he landed in Aruba. Then the rest of them landed in Cancun. Yes, quite tragic. The entire occult science building exploded, leaving only a crater oddly filled with indentation to the faces of the workers and students who were in there. That was before our time, of course. Since we're alive and whatnot. Huh. But there's, like, protections from that happening again, right? Oh, yeah. They put a sneeze guard in. Exactly. Right. Well. Bye. Enough of that. What are you? Marina. Is it because you're a deep one? Did you know before it was completely abandoned? Innsmouth. Okay. Innsmouth desperately tried to become a tourism town, trying to focus on aquatic circuses, gift shops, and freak shows featuring leftover deep ones. I happen to be named most attractive deep one hybrid every weekly beauty contest. Huh. You don't look like a deep one. That's probably why I kept winning. Yeah. Because those are googly-eyed fish monsters. Alright, well, I guess it's... Okay, never mind. Alright, let's just, let's go. Ooh, peeps. What happens if I click on me? Oh, I get information with... Okay, it looks like the entrance to the library. Probably been hanging out there a lot. So what happens if I... What does she about here? I should look around, meet some folks, get the lay of the land and all that. I'm going to be working here for a while. Okay, cool. So clicking on her just gives a bit of insight into where you are or what you should be doing or something like that. Okay. Davis Tilling. All my classes are at 7 a.m. Got any ideas for a book that'll help me wake up in the morning? Simon Longfellow. 35. You'll want internalized zombification, the necrology aisle. All the benefits of being a zombie without the drawbacks of looking like a corpse. Though your intestines will occasionally fall out of your butthole. You know, that's just one of those risks. Huh. You guys have a book for everything. Though I'd take coffee over scooping intestines back into my butthole. Maybe that's just me. Maybe. It must be kind of weird. Oh. Nice tattoos, if those are indeed tattoos. You're cool. Amelia Lynn Luciet? I don't know how to pronounce that. A fun trick of the black magic users of the old days was to write how-to spell books that simply, by reading them, would cast a curse the reader was trying to learn on the reader themselves. Fiendish but funny, according to them. What happened to your eye holes? Your eye holes. How to throw ethereal fire directly into someone's eyes. Oh. Luckily, it was just a Cliff Notes version. Just Sparks Notes curse. Okay, so there's 2. I'm assuming that's the library. This is the next floor or something? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hi, Emily. Do you guys have any books on advanced witchcraft? I want to keep fresh while I'm here. Hulu. I'll take that as, and of course we do. Charlotte, have you seen the size of this goddamn library? We got books that ain't even been written yet. You. God, you're adorable. The Science of Rain Dancing by Professor Anna Undercarriage. Guess maybe I'll fit in here a little better than I thought. I've been doing science all this time. Much like electricity, the human body acts as a conductor of magical energy intrinsic in the air of regions of high concentration. This effect is exacerbated with wet skin, leading to many witch cults dancing naked in the rain in order to conjure spells effectively. Indeed, it seems paranormal encounters seem more frequent when it's raining, or in regions of the world where rain is frequent. The witch cults of Seattle and Scotland are considered incredibly powerful and fearsome. This is simply due to their geographical advantage. Would they be taken away from their home deluges? Deluges, they would be simply as effective as their new weather permits them to be. Huh, sick burn. Oh, hello, Annie. Also, hello, Wobbly. What you reading? Nothing, just some stuff about witches. You wouldn't get it. Oh, you're also barefoot. Didn't notice that before. Nah, probably not. That stuff's too cool and magical for a dumb old cannibal like Annie. No place for an ugly old purple blood like poor old dumb old cannibal Annie. Poor dumb Annie. You're trying to, like, win over sympathy so you can bite my butt? Well, hey, come on. I didn't mean like that. Hey, next time it rains, I could teach you a few tricks. How about it? Get you a pet frog, give it a couple extra eyes. What do you say? That sounds fun, but can I make a suggestion? Sure, I guess. Rather than rain, can we dance around a buffalo sauce? I think I want a little zing when I bite your bum. Okay, there we go. Damn it, Annie, why don't you go bug someone else? Don't do a bug off, she's awesome. Because you're the only one that finds it funny. There's a difference between laughing at something because it's funny and laughing at something because it's ridiculous. Most folks run away from folks like me. They seem to take threats of being devoured quite seriously. And there's nothing I'd like more than watching you run away, Charlotte. She's already got it, yeah. Oh, you beat me to it. Yeah, see you around, Annie. Yeah, apparently she's been following you. Oh, look, it's that thing from the cover. Oh, hey. Let's save you for last, actually. What do you got for here? This is the way out of the Occult Science Building, onto the campus. Better stay in my jurisdiction for now. Oh yeah, I can't even... Oh. I could, but... Maybe I should stick around. Oh, geez, I haven't been looking at the thing. Eldritch Library. Books branded with the school's insignia are to, under no circumstance, leave the library. Branded books found outside the library will be shot on sight. All occult science entrance. Students of the occult science are discouraged from interacting with other students of the Miskatonic alumni. As strange or upsetting as occult science seems to be, the subject is incredibly tame in comparison. Ask yourself why anyone would come to the Miskatonic University to study geography. That's an interesting point, actually. Do you have, like, tentacle puppets? Militia Belial. Belial? So what's with the puppets? Oh, they are puppets. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mimi Rusk. We help her talk with unfamiliar people on unfamiliar subjects. One must become more familiar with us in order to become more familiar with her. Spend a little too long in the psychology department, huh? I've heard research on all them dark psychiatrics can rub off on people. Or was it psychiatrics? I don't know. And you spent a little too long in engineering to not know when someone's pulling your leg. So working and studying in certain buildings has a residual effect. I wonder what effect working in the occult science building has on witches. Well, probably getting sucked into other dimensions or somehow having your mind bound to that of an elder deity who's going to eat your consciousness. Hope I don't start taking a chalkboard on my coven's dance rituals. No one wants to know the angle of rotation on one of my sick freeballing pirouettes. So I'm going to save you for last. June Bloody Moon. June. Okay. Study the Miskatonic is a huge opportunity. There are so few monster hunters in my hometown, I think my job prospects in the future are pretty bright. Elric Satterfield. Why are you all stitched up? It does come with a few drawbacks, though. You're not likely to finish your studies exactly the same speed since you started. Well, hey, at the very worst, I'm pretty sure this place could always use more freaky-ass teachers. I'm assuming you two are a pair like all the rest are. So, hey, why do so many people have tentacles coming out of their back? Have you ever faced a bathroom necrotic explosion head-on? Nope, can't say that I have. Neither has anyone else. The first rule of bathroom necrotic explosions: turn away from the bathroom necrotic explosion. Well, I guess the first rule would be don't cause a goddamn bathroom necrotic... fucking words. I guess the first rule would be don't cause a goddamn bathroom necrotic explosion, but people can't seem to help breaking that one. You can probably tell from the lack of extra limbs, but I have no idea what a BAFA whatever actually is. It's the process of deliberately caving in an artificial portal through our dimension to stop extra-dimensional entities from getting out. It's a last resort, since usually there are teams of portal divers still inside, but hey, better than the end of the world, huh? I guess. Maybe you guys should try transmutation circles. That's what us witches use when we need to summon creepy stuff, and none of my coven have any weirdo tentacles. All you need is chalk, a little blood, some candles, and a complete disregard for pants. Yes, we've all been taught the witch method, but the scientific method reduces the element of randomness, increases the size and duration of portals to allow for human entry, and best of all, no one has to see your junk. You get to keep your clothes on. No one wanted to see Kenneth from over there in accounting get his go dance around naked in the rain. That's worse than seeing Cthulhu right in person. So science is magic plus underwear, huh? Science is magic plus underwear. That's okay. So you work together. Okay. Hey Lizzie, what you got there? Gritty cheese is the best human invention. Everyone says so. Everyone? Like everyone in the university? Everyone in this dimension. The Migo, the Yithians, the Starspawn, Chthonians, when someone makes one of them for the homeworld elder things. Oh, makes one for them. The homeworld elder things. Okay, now I have this weird image in my head of the great race of Yith, the Migo, and of course the fucking elder things eating real cheese. Even Yog-Sothoth likes one now and again. Really? Not like the internal combustion engine, not penicillin, the telephone, light bulbs, eyeglasses, great big trains. Well, see, the thing is, most of those species she mentioned are scientifically advanced interstellar races whose technology vastly outmatches humanity's own, so they wouldn't give a damn. Hell, I think in the actual Cthulhu mythos, the elder things are kind of responsible for humans existing. Something like that, I think. And the great race trade minds with other races when they need to survive. Or just to collect information from other worlds. Microscopes. Now we don't need any of that. We already have better stuff. So humanity, for all its achievements, all the love and loss, all the wars, all the technology and innovation, all the art and culture, everything we've done, and we're considered by the rest of the universe as those guys that make a mean grilled cheese. Like I said, they're all way more advanced than you. And some of them have technology you wouldn't even dream of. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to feel about that. That's awesome. Student Corporeum. Why? Students are encouraged to practice vivisection during recreational hours, using the locally bred horrors, nightmares, pets, or children available. The locally bred children. Oh, no. These resources are included in your tuition. Okay. Al Kreuzrung. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that even remotely correctly, but okay. So, what do you reckon they're doing in there? Poking and prodding, same as always. Eventually they'll... Ben Carter. Eventually they'll get bored and we'll be... I like your cat. They'll get bored and we'll be tasked with carting off the husk. If you told tiny child Albert that in the future carrying corpses would be considered the easiest part of the day, I think he'd pitch a fit. I don't thought the part between carrying the body to the corporeum and carrying it away would be the easiest part. Though I guess hanging out in this spooky ass hallway can be a little exhausting too. Alright, we need to save this. This is the entrance to the corporeum where Marie, Peanut Butter, and Eddie do all the crazy bullshit. I wonder if they're working on something. Alright, okay, so we should go in there a little bit. First. Oh, hello, Mindy. Just a small word of advice to the biology department. You can't just stick a dog and a war veteran into a centrifuge and rejigger the mush into a living being. And everyone say hello to the world's very first werewolf. There's clearly a reason I'm not down there with you guys. Aside from, the carnage it would cause. What? Oh. Did you guys hear that? A goddamn werewolf. You guys want to check it out? Chip Connors. We're not done here, Mike. We gotta get the incinerators going before we can knock off Deacon Bohm? I don't know. Connors is right. First we burn whatever nightmare the corporeum's working on, then we can go gawk at whatever nightmare the biology department's working on. They got their own burners after all. I always thought you had to get bit by a werewolf to become a werewolf. Then again, why would any werewolf stop at one bite and not just eat whatever was biting? Maybe that's why we don't have zombie plagues anymore. Alright, let's go on. Oh. Okay. Oh man, look at this sick, awesome thing. That, tough stuff, is a colony of cuddle worms, complete with the bloody spinal cord of their human host. They like to lay their eggs in city water pipes, and once consumed, they attach the spinal columns to their host, eventually controlling their every move. Sort of like zombies, except, a lot more screaming and begging for death, Very interesting species. That's a deceptively adorable name for the worst thing ever. I bet the boys are tenor that I could yank the spine out of this poor sod's mouth, turn out the worms from the rock solid grip on the host's brain while they're piloting them. Fingers here is gonna give him a prod, see if she can't get him to let go of the bugger's melon meat. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. I just had a dark thought encouraging that I slip my wrist, take off your trousers, and play your bum like the bloody bongos. What? Probably better to use spare blood, eh? C'est la vie. Oh, big strong man helping out little lady sadistic madness. Cute. Well, what is? Oh. Okay. The student of theory. What? Are you a bug? Due to a recent unscheduled experiment by a member of our security team, the Ethereum has become talkative and boisterous. As a result, our most boring students are required to spend recreational time chatting with the Ethereum in an attempt to shut it up. So, we can already see the the effects of our little Charlotte's presence here. Now it won't shut up. Look at you, Charlotte. The ceiling won't shut up. The Ethereum is in there with that big talking goo monster. Maybe I should go say hi? Well, you were the first one to talk to it, so yes. Alright, who are you? Ephelim. Essentially, you just need to maintain your resources, spending them on village and stat upgrades. But village upgrades give passive benefits to both villages, so you need to be careful that you're not helping the other team in their village. Ezekiel Starlight, okay. See, that's where I went wrong with my first game. After I constructed our breeding pit, the other village gained enough population resources to speed their building and forging processes. What the shit are they talking about? Like the world's most interesting version of civilization. Civ Lovecraft. Oh. Hi, I like your arm? That is really cool, though. Nyx Fellheart. Yeah. So after you've drawn from the encounter deck, if what you draw is a monster, pick up... I feel I'll talk about fucking board games. Or just games in general. If what you draw is a monster, pick from the monster deck. Then you can choose to fight or flee. If you fight, compare your player card's ferocity stat with the monsters, and add a d6 to both stats to determine whether you win or lose. If you want to flee, it's the same process with the liquidity stat. Once you've returned to the village board, you can add your successful foraging token to the village stockpile. Whatever team successfully builds their village first wins, or whatever team's village runs out of food, materials, or population resources loses. And do I have to go by my in-game name too? Magnus Carlson. What? Couldn't hurt. They must be talking about some sort of board game. Never played one before. Not many places to put the board when you're off dancing in the woods and nothing but a smile on. I would like to see. Keep fucking saying that. I am not a funny person. Nowhere to keep their peace. I mean, there's a few places. Like your mouth. Sure, that's what I meant. You know. Run a York. York root. What's unique about our planet is that all the plants and animals share a universal language, or a sort of collective consciousness, guiding things like migratory patterns, blooming seasons, what is predator, what is prey, things like that. It also acts as a conduit of the emotions of organic life. A flower is plucked, the garden screams. A cow is slaughtered, the whole herd weeps. Humans seem to have lost this ability over the last 100,000 years, and those few that can hear it go mad at the knowledge of it. Just so you know, the planet is very upset with you humans. You have a mouth on your eye. Cecil. Guess I better go apologize on my bagel. Or go fuck the earth. I mean, like literally, like, have relations with the planet. Like those eco-sexual fucks. Oh man, I hope that ain't true. As a witch cultist of a love goddess, I should probably be spreading the love to everything, not just humans. And I've eaten a whole lot of burgers. Okay, let's go talk to the giant ceiling. Hello again. How's it going?
Can't complain.
Oh, hello. You're neat. Jessica Morgan. Surprisingly normal name for... Yeah. So you're the one who taught the Ethereum to talk, huh? I guess. But I think you knew already. Hi, I'm... Wait, let me figure it out. Oh. I know where this is going. I mean, okay, it's probably not going there, but that's the first thing my messed up brain suggested. Layer of grime over the extremities, so you're aware of the mutagenic atmosphere and have applied a home remedy, so you're local to New England. But no real accompanying stench other than that of dead flowers, so you're off with other people. Mild wobbling of the touch indicates a lack of exercise, but the very dirty boots means you're outside in the rain a lot. Judging with a short black skirt and choker, you're an active worshiper of Shub-Niggurath, the goddess of love and humanity. And combining the grime, wobbliness, smell, and outfit, you must therefore be a member of the Chisencook Witch Coven. Wow, exactly. Although they were just observations, so what's with the creepy tentacles? This is as close to a handshake as I get. It's more like a hug, you know? Close to a handshake would be more like just wrapping your tentacles around the arm. Unless what you mean is you don't even... unless what you mean is this is literally the extent, well, the least you can do in terms of contact with someone else, which is odd. Oh, well, enchanté. So, what's your deal? Oh, I'm Jessica Morgan. I'm the record keeper for experiments performed on the Necronomicon, though I was a detective before my arms got all noodled. Noodled. Okay. How do you keep records if you can't control your arms? With a handshake like that, how do you hold a pen? What do you mean? I have perfect control of my arms. Oh. Oh. Well, it was nice meeting you. See you later, Ethereum.
Bye, Spooky.
Okay, that's terrible. I that's the only thing that popped into my head. I had to do a voice for it, just all cap letters and. Okay, moving on. I think I heard a cat outside. More tentacles? What the Bob's office. Staff are encouraged not to only disturb Bob on matters of immediate security or apocalyptic concern. Students are encouraged to go away. I can get my assignments at the door. I should check it out when I'm ready for a new job. Okay. It's a picture of what's his face? Does warmy things act as your arms? That's pretty groovy. Oh, Victoria Riddler. Yep, the thing to remember about all these occult shenanigans is that most of these monsters are just really ugly animals, and animals can be trained. Cool. How'd you train them? I fed them my arms. Traditional combination of treats and mild punishment. As a treat, I let them keep my arms. As punishment, I headbutted the shit out of them. Now, they never leave mommy's side. Don't even have to command them for the easy stuff. Well, it counts as easy stuff when training floating worms to act as replacement arms. Oh, you know, cooking, cleaning, getting changed, all the essentials. You should see me play the trombone. Varlam Nikitovich Mergelian? What the fuck? There are several benefits to having every internal organ replaced by half-sentient liquid slurry. Oh, are there? Which would be? For example, you wouldn't believe how much your brain is dedicated to simply maintaining the automatic processes of your body. With the slime, my brain is now free to fully ponder the questions of the universe. Oh, God. Nathaniel Swan. Huh, well, that name sounds familiar, don't know why. Huh, well, I gotta admit, you're putting a pretty good spin on this. Still, having to carry a handkerchief around to mop up the incorrigible sludge out of my eye sockets is a drawback. Forget hygiene, you're at the Miskatonic. If you're only at Trilling Black Slime, you're practically cleaning the place up. Nothing gets an occult scientist down, I guess. Though, wouldn't his brain also be replaced with a goo? You were not in that conversation. Lauren Eich. The geography building is probably the least dangerous lessons on campus, but also has the highest security. Can't the public figure out where the plateau of Lang is, or worse, really? That's a very good point. That is a very good point. Or let's also not forget, what is behind the Mountains of Madness? What the fuck is back there? Worse, really? Why not? You know, some people can't help but get close as they can to the scene of a car crash. Imagine that car crash being a centralized supernatural apocalypse based in the Pacific Ocean. Folks would climb over each other to check that out. Yeah, I guess. But it looks pretty radical. I mean, it's really, so yeah. So, what's the folks changing the name for that board game people are talking about? Manus Emberstar. Why do we get the feeling that if you were to flash someone, it would be pretty freaky? It's to make the consequences of the game seem more real. A lot of people need an escape from work or their studies, and the game's a good way to do that. Huh. You think I could play with you guys? When I've got some time off or whatever. Depends. What's your in-game name gonna be? Thrust Powerful. Badass Barbarian. Saving sick wenches or whatever. Nope. Bye. Better than everyone else's dumbass names. Whatever. Who wouldn't play a game where Thrust Powerful the Badass Barbarian sounds non-canon anyway? Okay. I'm going to end this episode here, and we'll go talk to Bob in the next one. I hope you've enjoyed this. Game is still great. I love it.